This Remington Model 11 shotgun could use a little TLC. That's next. Okay, come here, I got something to show you. This is a Remington Model 11 shotgun. It's based on the John Browning design for the Auto 5. The shotgun was made in 1924, and I use it quite a bit for pheasant. I like it a lot. It's a nice shotgun. About a month ago I did a video where I swapped out the trigger because I didn't like the old safety on it, which was located up here, and you were supposed to engage it or disengage it with your trigger finger. Very dangerous in my opinion. So I swapped out the trigger for this one that has a standard cross bolt style safety in it. At that time I was noticing that the stock on this does not have any checkering, although when you look at the fore end is nicely checkered. Now when I took the stock off, I did find the serial number on the stock. It was stamped in and it matched the serial number of the gun. So I knew that this stock is original equipment that came with the gun. However, when I looked at the fore end, I couldn't find any kind of markings at all, which indicated to me that somewhere along the line, this original fore end for this shotgun must have cracked or broken or something, and this is a replacement. So what we have here is a kind of a mismatch. I'm thinking that we could probably pretty this up a little bit. Now before we go into the details on what we're going to do with the new stock, I want to just take a look quickly at this Browning Auto 5 that I have. You can see here that it's nicely checkered on the fore end, and then when you come down here, it's also nicely checkered at the pistol grip. So for this stock, we've got a couple of things we're going to do right off. The first thing is we will define some flutes at the top of the stock to give it some more elegance. Then we will make the pistol grip a little bit better defined. We will also replace the butt plate because the current one is chipped. And then finally we will add checkering to the pistol grip so that it matches the fore end. So what I'm doing here is I'm getting this section here down to the line where I want it, and in the meantime, while I'm doing that, I'm defining these flutes even more so that when it comes time to really get those in with the smaller rat tail file, they'll be pretty well pronounced. Okay, so what I've done here is I've gotten the flutes in. You can see right here I've roughed in the flutes. I've got them in on both sides. And then I've also made the pistol grip a little more pronounced than what it was. It was a question of taking the wood that tapered into here and then basically getting rid of it. I was using a file and some 100 grit sandpaper to get it roughed in. I'm going to have to go into some tinier files to be able to get in there and really get that more pronounced and get it looking right. Also, I'm planning on rounding this pistol grip off a little bit more, so there's going to have to be some more detail work done up in this section. Okay, it's been several days and we've been doing quite a bit of shaping and sanding on this stock, and I just finished putting on a coat of conditioner followed by one pass of the stain, and this is what we have. I don't know how well that shows up, but it's a very close match. I'm pretty happy with the way that looks. Now, I want to point out a couple of things. I did not take this stock down to get rid of all of the little bumps and crevices and things like that. Any deeper nicks stayed inside the stock. And there's a reason I did that. You might be thinking, you're going to all that trouble, why don't you go the rest of the way? Well, the reason is because the fore end has some dings and nicks in it from wear as well. And I'm trying to get this stock to look as close matching the fore end as I can, and that includes the approximate age. So I thought that it would make more sense to leave some of these irregularities in the stock in order to make it look a little more like the original after almost 100 years, but well kept. Anyway, that's what I have so far. What's happening next is I'm going to be putting on a couple of coats of True Oil so that I can get some protective coating on that. The thing that's going to be left will be the checkering. We're going to visit that on another video because we don't want this one to run too long. And I'll be going into a little more detail on what my plans are for checkering this portion of the stock. But all things considered right now, I'm pretty happy with the way it looks, and we're ready to move on to the next step. So we'll see you on the next video.